God says, "It's an emergency. Your life is about to end. God will stop helping you if you skip this. Please open before it's too late." Let me say it with urgency. This is an emergency. You don't have time to argue, question, or hesitate. You've been walking with a false sense of security, thinking tomorrow is guaranteed, that your plans will unfold as you expect. But I, the Lord your God, see what's coming that you do not. The enemy has set a trap. The clock is moving faster than you know. I have been protecting you in silence, covering you while you wandered. But now, if you walk away from this, if you turn your face from this word, I will lift my hand. I am not doing this to frighten you. I am doing this to save you. This is love, not gentle, quiet love, but fierce, protective love. The kind of love that pulls you out of bed in the middle of the night and tells you the house is burning. Your soul is in danger, not because I have abandoned you, but because you have been ignoring my voice. This is your wake-up call. This is your rescue. Do not look away. Comment 1-1 if you believe God is speaking to you now. You've asked me to show up. You've begged me to answer, and now I am. But I'm not answering with a whisper. I'm showing up with a warning. Not to destroy you, but to tear you away from the destruction ahead. The road you're on may feel comfortable. It may even feel holy. But it's leading you away from me. I've been trying to reach you through closed doors, through delayed plans, through the heaviness in your heart. I've sent signs, slowed down your steps, blocked your access not to hurt you, but to bring you back. My child, you are chosen, but chosen does not mean safe. If you choose to keep walking into danger, my protection covers obedience. You cannot demand my help while rejecting my instructions. I love you, but I will not bless rebellion. I will not fund your detour. I am God, not your servant. I am the King, not your backup plan. The moment you silence my voice, you silence the miracles I've placed in your future. You're not waiting on me. I've been waiting on you. You don't see the battle around you, but I do. Demons have been circling. Plans have been drawn. Attacks have been scheduled. The reason I've been calling you deeper, louder, more urgently, is because the danger is no longer distant. It is near, and your casual faith won't carry you through this. Your once-a-week prayers won't shield you now. I am calling you into full surrender, because only full surrender will keep you from falling. You cannot outrun what's coming unless you're walking in step with me. There is still time, but it's short. The door of mercy is open now, but it is not always guaranteed. Like the days of Noah, many will hear, but only few will respond. Don't let the flood come and find you outside the ark. Don't let pride tell you you'll be fine without me. You will not. The only reason you're still breathing is because I've been holding back the music weight of what should have already crushed you. That grace will not last forever, and it was never meant to. I've called you, covered you, and carried you. I've given you signs in dreams, in moments, in random tears you couldn't explain. I've tugged at your heart in the quiet, warned you in the loud, and placed people around you to speak my truth. But you've kept putting it off, saying, maybe later, while walking toward destruction. I love you too much to stay silent. That's why I'm shaking the ground under your feet. I'm not punishing you, I'm protecting you. If you truly believe this is God speaking, like this video, let it be your act of obedience. Your yes in the small before you step into the big. You don't know how many times my angels have fought for you while you slept. You don't know how many attacks were scheduled and stopped. You don't know how many tears I caught while you cursed my name for not answering fast enough. My love has been patient, but this is the final warning. You can't afford to keep living like you've got endless chances. You don't. Your next decision could either open the gates of favor or bury you in regret. I'm not asking for your perfection. I'm asking for your surrender. I don't need your performance. I want your heart. But your heart has been divided, distracted, music lukewarm. That's not love. That's danger. Because the enemy doesn't need you to be wicked, just music distracted enough to miss your purpose. He doesn't need you to hate me, just busy enough to forget me. Wake up. Open your eyes. Return to your first love. Time is running out. Comment 2. If you trust that God is calling you back now, the miracles you've been praying for are not gone, and they are just locked behind a door called obedience. You keep asking me why you're stuck, why you feel distant, why nothing's changing. It's not because I stopped working. It's because you stopped listening. I bless where I lead, and I only lead where I am, Lord. You cannot walk in your own will and expect divine results. My power flows where my presence is honored. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer, buried in a classified FBI report, is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain, music, that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You're not forgotten. You're not too far gone. But you must choose me again. And this time, for real. I'm not a moment. I'm a lifestyle. I'm not an option. I'm the only way. If you keep ignoring this call, you will walk into the enemy's trap. Not because I didn't warn you, but because you wouldn't respond. I'm not punishing you. I'm pleading with you. Let me in. Let me take over. Let me lead. You've been walking with one foot in my will and the other in the world. And for a while, you got away with it. You felt the grace, saw the blessings, and thought, maybe I'm okay like this. But now you've reached a line, and I need you to hear me clearly. That line is not safe. You are standing at the border between divine covering and self-destruction. One more step in the wrong direction, and the grace that once cushioned you will feel like it vanished. Not because I want to harm you, but because I will not bless disobedience. You've been chosen not for comfort, not for convenience, but for impact. But how can you change the world if the world keeps changing you? How can you speak for me when you won't even sit with me? My presence has been calling you, aching for your attention. But the noise has become your habit. You check every update except the one I've written on your soul. You chase affirmation from others and wonder why your spirit feels empty. I'm not just calling you to listen. I'm calling you to return. Comment 333 to declare your faith is still alive. I know you're tired. I know you've been under attack. I know people have let you down and life has pulled you in every direction. I know you've cried in silence and smiled in public, but I've seen it all, and I have not ignored your pain. But your healing won't come by escape. It will come through surrender. You've prayed for peace, but peace only lives where I reign. If I am not king in every area of your life, chaos will always find a way in. Do not confuse my patience for permission. Just because I didn't strike down your sin doesn't mean I approve of it. Just because the consequences haven't hit yet doesn't mean they never will. I've held back judgment with mercy. I've delayed discipline with grace. But I won't allow you to destroy yourself while still wearing my name. You represent me. And if you carry my name, you carry my call. It's time to rise into who I created you to be, not who you've settled for. I'm not angry with you. I'm fighting for you. I'm not threatening you. I'm warning you, my child. I need you to feel the weight of this moment. This is not just a season change. This is a life shift. What you decide right now determines what you'll walk into next. You are either stepping into divine covering or into music, a drought of your own making. I cannot walk with you if you continue to walk away from me. The enemy wants you to believe it's too late, that I'm done, that your mistakes disqualified you. That's a lie. You are not too far gone. But you are running out of room to keep playing both sides. The longer you hesitate, the harder your heart becomes. You felt the nudges before, and you pushed them away. But this time, the pull you feel is stronger because it might be your last warning before a storm you weren't meant to survive. Comment 5v5 if you're done running. I've sent people to speak to you. I've placed messages in places you never expected. I've interrupted your routine with reminders of me, and still you've hesitated. But now this is different. This is me calling you by name. This isn't for someone else. This is your rescue, your lifeline. You've been saying, God, show me, music, what to do. This is your answer. Turn back, lay it all down. Let go of what's slowly killing you and cling to the one who died to save you. I see the parts of you no one else does. The fear, the shame, the guilt, the weight of pretending you're okay when you're breaking inside. I don't need you to hide it. I need you to bring it to me. I'm not disgusted by your weakness. I died for it. I took your sin and nailed it to the cross. Not so you could wear it like a coat, but so you could leave it there. My blood still speaks. My mercy still flows. But you must come home. My spirit has been whispering to you in the moments when your mind quieted just enough to hear that sudden silence, that strange peace in the middle of your panic. That was me. Not a coincidence, not a trick. I've been near, even when you didn't feel me. But now I'm not whispering. I'm warning. The next steps you take must be led by me, or they will be your downfall. You don't need another opinion. You need obedience. You were not created to blend in. You were called to stand out, but you've been diluting your light just to fit into music, a place I never sent you. That's why you feel out of place. That's why nothing satisfies. I'm making you uncomfortable on purpose, not to punish you, but to wake you up. This world is not your home. You are not of it. You are mine. You are marked, and it's time to walk like it. Your future depends on this moment. Your family's covering is tied to your obedience, your children's safety, your legacy, your breakthrough. They are all waiting on your yes. Not your maybe, not your halfway, but your full surrender. This is not about religion. This is not about performance. This is about your soul. And right now, your soul is standing on holy ground, being called by a holy God to come back to life. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful. Some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Your blessings have not been denied. They've just been delayed by disobedience. But I'm a redeemer. I can restore the years you lost. I can rebuild what the enemy stole. I can breathe life into what looks dead. But I can only do that if you trust me enough to let go of what you're holding. Let go of the pain. Let go of the pride. Let go of the secret sins that no one sees but that are killing your spirit every day. This is your chance, not just to be rescued, but to be reborn. I'm calling you higher. I'm calling you deeper. And I'm not going to stop until every chain that's held you down breaks. But you must take the first step. Open your heart. Say yes. Not tomorrow. Not when things get easier right now, because the clock is ticking. And this is your moment of mercy. It's the nearness of God calling your name. This moment is sacred. You didn't stumble into this by mistake. Heaven arranged this encounter. Don't treat it lightly. Something eternal is hanging in the balance. This is your soul's wake-up call. You've been living like you've got time, but time is not promised. The next day is not guaranteed. You're not reading this by chance. I, the Lord your God, have been reaching for you day after day, and you've been delaying, reasoning, explaining, making excuses. But now I'm interrupting every excuse. I'm saying it clearly. If you skip this, if you close your heart now, my protection will lift, and you will walk straight into a battle you were never meant to fight alone. I've been covering you in your rebellion. I've been shielding you even while you wandered. But grace has a purpose. It's not a license to continue in your ways. It's the window for you to turn back. That window is still open now, but it's narrowing. And I don't want to see you fall. I don't want you to break under the weight of a consequence that could have been avoided. You've said, God, give me a sign. This is the sign. This is me. Reaching one more time because I love you far too much to stay silent. Comment 11212. If you know God is talking directly to you right now, you've asked for blessing, but I am asking for obedience. You've begged for peace, but I am asking for surrender. I am not your backup plan. I am your only rescue, and I need you to stop trying to mix the sacred with the sinful. That won't work anymore. It never did. You cannot serve me and still cling to the things I've told you to let go. That relationship, that habit, that compromise, it's keeping you from what I've planned for you. You feel stuck. Not because I've stopped moving, but because you've stopped following. My path is still there, but you've wandered from it, and you've started blaming me for the pain that came from stepping out of my will. But I didn't leave. You just walked a different way, and still, even now, I am calling you move back. That's mercy. That's love. I could have left you to your choices, but I won't let you go without one more call to return. You don't need to fix everything before coming back. You don't need to clean yourself up first. Just come. Come broken. Come confused. Come scared. Just come. Because where you are heading without me is a trap. And I'm not going to let you fall without shouting first. This is the shout. This is the warning. If you ignore it, the fall will come. Not because I didn't love you, but because you refused to listen when I reached out. I'm not looking for perfect people. I'm calling willing hearts. You've thought God wouldn't want someone like me. But I say you are music exactly the one I want. I came for the lost, the hurting, the wandering. I came for the ones everyone else gave up on. You are not too far. You are not too music broken. But you must turn around now before it's too late. Don't just feel this moment. Respond to it. Act on it. Because your life is not just at risk. Your eternity is. I want to lead you. I want to heal you. But I won't force you. I gave you the freedom to choose. And now I am asking again, will you choose me? Will you choose life over destruction? Will you choose peace over chaos? You've seen what the world offers. Temporary highs, fleeting comfort, and then emptiness. But my spirit brings lasting peace. My promises never fail. My hand never drops those who cling to me. Comment 777. If you believe God still has his hand on your life, the danger you face is not just physical, it's spiritual. There's a war for your soul. The enemy has marked you because he fears what I've placed in you. That's why you've been under such attack. That's why you feel heavy even on good days. But I have not left you weaponless. I've given you my word, my spirit, and my presence. But you can't use what you don't walk in. And you can't walk in it if you keep resisting my voice. This is music, not the time to be passive. This is not the time to say maybe later. Later might never come. You don't need another delay. You need direction. You need clarity. You need power. All of that is in me. But it starts with surrender. You don't surrender because you're weak. You surrender because you're wise. The strongest thing you can do right now is say, God, I need you. I can't keep doing this my way. Let me in. Let me reorder your steps. Let me cut off what's draining you and breathe life into what's dying inside you. You've tried everything else. You've run to people, to pleasure, to distraction, and you're still empty. I am the only well that never runs dry. I am the music-only truth that never shifts. And I am calling you by name, not because I need something from you, but because I have something for you. But I can't give it if your hands are still holding on to what I never gave you in the first place. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. I'm not offering religion. I'm offering relationship. A daily walk with me, a voice you can hear, a strength you can stand on, miracles that follow obedience, healing that flows through surrender. You want me to move in your life. I want to live in your life. Let me in fully. Not just on Sundays, not just when you're scared. I want to be Lord every day, every moment. That's where freedom begins. That's where power lives. If you knew how close you were to the breakthrough, you wouldn't delay. If you saw what's ahead, you'd fall to your knees in awe and cry out for my presence. But you don't see it. And still, I'm calling you to trust me. Faith is choosing me, even when the path is unclear. Faith is saying, yes, even when it costs you something. And I promise you this, whatever you lose for me, I will repay with better. That tension you feel right now is not confusion. It's conviction. It's the sound of heaven reaching into your soul, pulling you back from the edge of a cliff you didn't even know you were standing on. You are not here by accident. This is divine timing. I've been preparing this moment long before you even knew you needed it. You've told yourself, I'll change later. I'll get serious when I'm ready. But I need you to understand something very clearly. Later is not promised. The danger isn't in the things you can see. It's in the delay, the hesitation, the belief that there's always more time. The enemy uses delay like a weapon. He doesn't music have to get you to say no to me. He just needs you to keep saying not yet. But not music yet is a lie. When you're standing in the middle of a spiritual emergency, you are not where you are today because of luck. You are alive because I kept waking you up. I kept breathing life into your lungs. I kept holding back the enemy who had plans to take you out. You don't even realize how many near misses were actually full-blown attacks that my hand stopped. You didn't just survive the last season. I carried you through it. But if you keep walking away, if you keep ignoring my voice, the weight of your choices will catch up. And I don't want that for you. I want life. I want purpose. I want restoration. Comment 999. If you know you were saved from things you didn't even see coming, I know what's pulling at you. I know the things you've been tempted to return to. I know what you've been hiding behind your smile. The sin that feels too strong. The guilt that feels too heavy. The wounds that never healed. But nothing you've done is bigger than my mercy. I didn't come to condemn you. I came to restore you. I came to break the chains you've been pretending don't exist. You're not too dirty to be made clean. You're not too broken to be made whole. But I need you to stop pretending. Stop running. Stop resisting. My child, listen closely. The time for compromise is over. You cannot keep dipping your toe in my presence while keeping your heart in the world. It's tearing you apart. That's why you feel restless. That's why your peace keeps slipping through your fingers. You've been feeding your body and starving your spirit. You've been giving your energy to everything except the one who gives you breath. And now your soul is aching, not because I've left you, but because you've been living without me fully. Comment 1010 if you're done living in between. I never called you to be half-saved. I never called you to lukewarm faith. I've always called you to a fire that burns so deep no storm can put it out. But fire needs fuel, and you've been pouring your time, your focus, your heart into things that burn you out instead of build you up. You scroll for hours looking for peace but never find it. You fill your schedule but still feel empty. That's because you've been away from the source. I am the source, not success, not people, not approval. Me. I'm not angry that you drifted. I'm broken over it. I've been waiting for your return like a father watches the road, hoping to see his child come home. Snorts. Every time you numbed the pain instead of bringing it to me, I was there. Every time you hid in your shame, I was still calling your name. My love didn't fade. It only grew. My mercy didn't shrink. It multiplied. And now I'm not just calling you back. I'm running toward you. But child, don't mistake this moment for a suggestion. This is a divine interruption. I am stopping the pattern before it destroys you. I am standing between you and disaster. But you have to choose me. No more pretending. No more delay. You've cried out for breakthrough. But now I'm telling you the truth. Breakthrough follows obedience. You can't walk in power while still holding hands with the things I told you to leave. You've been marked for more. That's why the attacks have been heavy. That's why you felt like quitting. But you're still standing, not because of your strength, but because of mine. I've placed something in you that hell cannot erase. But you've got to protect it. You've got to guard the anointing I've given you. And that means walking away from anything that threatens your soul. You don't need it. If it costs your peace, if it steals your joy, if it pulls you away from me, it's not from me. You've cried, God, I want to hear you more. This is me speaking. My sheep know my voice, and I am not whispering today. I am speaking loud, clear, and with urgency, because the next step matters more than you know. What you do after reading this could change everything. I can't force you to obey, but I am pleading with you to, for your sake, for your purpose, for your soul. I've seen what's ahead, and without me, you won't survive it. The world is shifting. The battles are getting heavier. The darkness is growing. But those who walk with me will be unshaken. My children will be protected. My voice will guide them. My angels will surround them. But I only cover what I lead. If you walk outside of me, you music walk without my shelter. Come back. Not later. Now, can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You're not powerless. You're just out of alignment. When you're in step with me, nothing formed against you can prosper. But when you drift, even small battles feel overwhelming. I want to restore your strength. I want to fill you again. But I'm not pouring into a divided vessel. You must choose. You must draw the line. This world won't get easier. But I promise you this. I will walk with you through it all. You've been feeling like something is about to happen. Like you're standing on the edge of something big. But you can't quite see it yet. That's not imagination. That's the spiritual world shaking around you. The enemy senses what I've placed inside you. Music. And that's why your life has been under such pressure. You've been asking, why music now? Why all this struggle? Because your breakthrough is near, and hell always fights the hardest before something holy is born. But this is why you must be alert. Because if the enemy can't kill you, he'll try to distract you. And if he can't distract you, he'll convince you to settle. I did not create you for a half-lived life. I did not form you in your mother's womb, speak your name into existence, breathe my spirit into you, just for you to live in cycles of almost not yet, maybe later. You were born for power, born for purpose, born for more. And that more starts when you finally let go of every weight that's been holding you down. You already know what it is. That one thing you keep returning to, that one lie you keep believing, that comfort that's quietly killing you. I am asking you once and for all, give it to me. Comment 1515 if you're ready to release what's been blocking your next chapter. There are doors I've already opened for you, but you haven't walked through them because your hands are full of what I never gave you. You cannot walk into new beginnings while clinging to old patterns. You've prayed for change but refused to move. You've asked for healing but refused to let go of what keeps wounding you. You want the freedom but not the process. But the process is where the breakthrough begins. I'm not punishing you. I'm pruning you. The shaking in your life is not to destroy you. It's to separate you. I'm removing the things that cannot stay where I'm taking you. You've cried over the losses, but I need you to see them as mercy. Not everyone can go with you. Not everything you had before will serve the version of you I'm raising now. That discomfort you feel, that's me stretching you into the person you were always meant to become. You are not ordinary. That's why you've never fit in fully. You've tried to be like everyone else, tried to quiet your spirit to match the noise around you. But it never worked because I didn't call you to blend in. I set you apart. There is oil on your life, a music calling, a purpose. And that calling comes with a cost. You can't walk in destiny and still dance with destruction. You must choose now. You must draw the line today. Comment 1717. If you're ready to step into who God called you to be, I see how tired you are. I know what it's taken for you to keep going. I know the tears that never hit the floor because you cried them silently into your pillow. I was there every single time. I caught every tear. I heard every prayer, even the broken ones that only came out as whispers. And I haven't forgotten. I'm not ignoring you. I'm not late. I've been waiting for the moment your heart would finally open again. And it's opening now. But hear me. I won't compete for space in your life. I won't fight to be heard above the noise you choose to allow. If you want me, you'll have to turn down the volume of everything else. The opinions, the distractions, the addictions, the false comforts. I am a jealous God. I want your whole heart, not part of it. Not just the wounded pieces, not just the Sundays. I want it all because when I have all of you, I can finally give you all of me. You've seen glimpses of my power. You've tasted bits of my peace. But I want to flood your life with it. I want to be your first thought when you wake up and your last prayer when you lie down. I want to be the one you run to, not the one you call after everything else fails. And I'm telling you now, child, if you'll make me your center, I'll become your shelter. I'll go before you in every battle. I'll silence every lie. I'll shut every door that was meant to harm you. But I cannot protect what you won't surrender. I cannot bless what you keep outside my will. That's why I'm speaking so directly, so clearly, because time is not something you can keep playing with. You don't know what tomorrow holds, but I do. And what I see ahead of you is too important for you to keep walking blind. Let me lead. Let me clear the path. Let me fight for you. But give me your yes, all of it. You may feel weak, but I am your strength. You may feel like you failed too much, but I am your Redeemer. You may feel like you've missed your moment, but I am the God who restores. I can make time work for you again. I can bring beauty from the ashes you thought were permanent. I can resurrect every dead dream if you'll trust me enough to place them in my hands. You think you're starting over, but you're not. You're stepping into the original plan I had for you before life tried to rewrite it. Everything the enemy meant for harm, snorts, I will use for good. Every loss, every heartbreak, every delay, I will turn it into testimony. But you must trust me enough to let me finish what I started in you. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any music minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This isn't just about surviving. This is about stepping into revival. This is about awakening the part of you that's been buried under fear and shame. It's about becoming the warrior I created you to be. Not in your strength, in mine. You don't need to know how. You just need to say yes. I'll handle the rest. I'll provide the path, the strength, the wisdom, the timing. You just need to obey because I am your creator. I know exactly what part of you is aching, what part of you has been hiding, and what part of you has been praying for change with no words left to say. You've been afraid to trust again, afraid to believe things could get better, afraid that you missed too many chances, failed too many times, or drifted too far. But I'm here to remind you that nothing about you scares me. Nothing you've done makes me flinch. I knew your weakness before you even realized it. I knew your brokenness before it ever broke you, and still I chose you. Still I called you. Still I died for you. That's love. Not the kind that leaves when it gets hard, but the kind that carries you when you can't walk. Comment. Amen. If you believe God has never stopped loving you, you've been looking for me in all the noise. And the truth is, I've been sitting beside you in silence, waiting for you to notice. I've been knocking while you were busy running. I've been holding your hand while you reached for things that never loved you back. But today, you feel me. Don't ignore it. That tug in your heart isn't guilt. It's grace. It's the soft, steady reminder that you still belong to me, that it's not too late, that there's still a future ahead that looks nothing like your past. Let me speak this plainly to your spirit. I don't need you to be perfect. I just need you to be willing. Willing to let go of the lie that you have to earn my love. Willing to stop trying to fix yourself without me. Willing to trust that I really can make all things new, even the parts of you that feel beyond repair. You've been carrying shame that was never yours to keep. You've been walking with guilt that I already paid for. Lay it down, all music of it. I died so you wouldn't have to keep dragging that weight. You've asked, God, how do I change? And here is my answer. One decision at a time, one surrender at a time. Stop looking for a perfect music version of yourself to show up one day. Start choosing me in your imperfection right now. I do my best work in surrendered hearts. I'm not waiting for you to get everything together. I'm waiting for you to hand me the pieces. And if you'll do that, I'll build something from those pieces so beautiful, even you won't recognize it. Comment 1:11 if you believe something new is being built in you. The reason the pressure has been so intense is because what I'm forming in you is not small. I'm not raising a person who just survives. I'm raising someone who carries my presence into the world. That means I had to break your dependency on approval. I had to strip away the layers that were never really you. I had to let some people walk away so that when I raise you, no one else gets the credit but me. I know that hurt. I know it felt like loss, but it was protection. You don't need everyone you thought you did. You just need me. I've seen the way you've been trying to stay strong. But child, it's okay to admit you're weak. That's where I step in. My power is made perfect in weakness. Stop trying to hold it all together. Let yourself fall into my arms. I'll catch you. I'll carry you. You don't have to do this alone. You never did. You were never built to handle life without me. That's why everything else has left you feeling so empty. It's because you were made for my presence, and nothing else will ever fill that space. This moment isn't just another emotional moment. It's spiritual, eternal. I'm reclaiming territory in your heart that's been occupied by fear for too long. I'm removing the lies one by one and replacing them with truth. You are not unwanted. You are not too far gone. You are not forgotten. You are mine, and I love you with a love that will not quit. The cross already proved it. The empty tomb already sealed it. And right now I'm reminding you, you still belong to me. I know the world feels unstable. I know your future looks unclear, but I'm not confused. I'm not shaken. I'm still in control. When everything else around you fails, I remain. When the voices around you change, I stay the same. I am your anchor, your rock, your hiding place. And if you stay close to me, no storm will be able to take you out. You may bend, but you will not break. You may stumble, but you will not fall. I will hold you up with my righteous right hand. You've prayed, God, give me a sign. This is it. You didn't just come across this. You were drawn here. Your soul is waking up because I'm calling it out of the shadows. I'm breathing life into what felt dead. I'm reviving hope in places you buried long ago. And I will not stop. I will not let go. I will not leave you the same. But I need your yes, not the polished, practiced one, the real one, the scared, trembling, tired one that says, God, I don't know how, but I trust you. This is your turning music point. This is where everything starts to shift. You've cried enough. You've questioned enough. Now, it's time to move. Not in your strength, but in mine. I'm going to walk with you through this next season. I'm going to open doors you never thought would open. I'm going to restore things you thought were lost forever. But more than that, I'm going to make you new. Not just your life, you. So don't stop here. Don't look back. Don't return to what I've called you out of. Keep walking. Keep trusting. I'm not done yet. The next step matters, and I will meet you there every time. Every single time. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. My child, you are living on borrowed grace right now. Grace that has covered you even while you ran. Grace that shielded you while you wandered. Grace that waited for you while you made excuses. But grace is not permission to stay the same. Grace is a door, and I'm asking you to walk through it now. You've been trying to carry too much alone. That's why your back feels heavy. That's why your chest feels tight at night when you try to sleep. That's why your mind won't rest, because you were never meant to carry this without me. I'm not asking you to figure it all out. I'm asking you to trust the one who already has. I'm music, not expecting you to be strong enough. I'm offering you my strength if you'll just let go of trying to do it all yourself. You've made mistakes. I know you've let some things die that should have been protected. You've walked into situations you had no business being in. But even there, even in your worst decisions, I never turned my face from you. I watched over you when you didn't even know I was near. I sent protection. I sent conviction. I sent mercy. And now I'm sending this one more call to come back before the doors close and the season shifts. Comment 222 if you trust that God is pulling you back for a reason. You've waited for change to come from the outside. But I'm telling you now that change starts inside of you. The moment you fully surrender, heaven moves, snorts, chains break, doors open, peace floods in. But I won't force it on you. I've given you the gift of choice, and today you must choose. Not religion, not tradition, me. You must choose me again. Not because I need it, but because you do. You need me more than you need anything else. And I'm not far. I'm right here. You keep asking, God, why isn't anything working? And I'm answering because you've been trying to do things your way while asking me to bless it. But I don't bless rebellion. I don't fund confusion. I don't pour power into plans that ignore my presence. I bless what I build. I support what I lead. And I only lead where I'm invited. Not with half a heart. Not with weekend devotion. I lead when you surrender completely. You think you've missed too much, but I can redeem every day. You think it's music too late, but I can restore everything that was lost. I'm not a God of second chances. I'm a God of new beginnings. And I'm offering you one right now. You don't have to clean yourself up. You don't have to understand it all. You just have to say yes. Say yes to coming back. Say yes to my will. Say yes to my covering before the storm hits. Comment 5v5 if you're ready to say yes to God again. There are battles ahead. I won't lie to you. Following me doesn't mean you'll avoid the fight, but it does mean you won't face it alone. It means you'll have a shield, a sword, an army of angels going before you. It means when the enemy tries to strike, he'll find my hand in the way. But that kind of protection isn't promised to everyone. It's promised to the obedient. You want peace, walk in my word. You want power, stay in my presence. You want victory, follow me, not your feelings. This world will pull you in 100 directions. It will tell you to chase success, to build an image, to live for applause. But none of that will last. And when it all fades, when the lights go out and the noise dies down, only one voice will still remain. Mine. Only one presence will still be enough. Mine. And I'm offering that presence now. Not just for a moment, but for every step ahead. You've said you're ready for more, but more isn't about what you get. It's about what you give up. You can't hold on to the old and step into the new. I need your whole heart. That means letting go of bitterness, letting go of unforgiveness, letting go of the secret sins no one sees but you and me. That means cutting ties with the distractions that have become idols. That means being willing to be uncomfortable while I rebuild you from the inside out. You've been asking for purpose, but purpose isn't found in comfort. It's found in surrender. You've been waiting for doors to open, but I'm waiting for obedience to begin. I don't need your perfection. I need your permission. Let me in. Let me lead. Let me bring healing to places you've kept locked for years. The walls you built to protect yourself are the same walls keeping me out. Tear them down. Let me in. I'm not music here to punish you. I'm here to heal you. But healing only begins when the wound is exposed. So, stop pretending. Stop performing. You don't need to impress me. I know every part of you, and I still love you completely. There is nothing you could do to make me stop loving. Music you. But there are choices that will separate you from my covering. I won't force you, but I will keep reaching until your heart opens again. I've been silent in some seasons, not because I left, but because I was waiting. Waiting for you to get tired of the noise. Waiting for you to realize that nothing else satisfies. And now that you're here, now that your heart is still enough to hear me listen, I'm not done with you. I'm just getting started. There is more joy, more freedom, more purpose. But it's all on the other side of surrender. So don't walk away. Don't scroll past. Don't say maybe later. Later is not promised. The moment of mercy is now. The window is open now, and my hand is reaching now. Will you take it? Will you follow? Not because it's easy, but because it's the only path to life. Everything else leads to death. But I am the way, the truth, and the life, and I'm calling you home. A neuroscientist says, yes, a 9-word script long buried in government files can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've been asking me for answers. You've prayed, God, just tell me what to do. And now I am. Not with a complicated music plan or confusing steps. Just one thing. Return. Come back to me with your whole heart. Not just your pain. Not just your crisis, but all of you. I want the parts you've tried to hide. I want the thoughts you've been afraid to speak. I want the weakness you've been ashamed of. I want the doubt you've carried like a secret. I want it all because what you call broken, I call ready. What you call ruined, I call a vessel. You've looked around and thought, everyone else seems fine. Everyone else seems blessed. But I need you to understand, my favor is not about appearance. It's about surrender. And I am not calling everyone right now. I'm calling music you. Because what's on your life cannot wait. The assignment I placed in you has been burning in the background, even when you didn't recognize it. That stirring in your soul, that unrest that wouldn't leave, that was me preparing you, awakening you, pulling you closer to what's real. Comment, Amen. If you feel God has been awakening something deep inside of you, you've been fighting battles silently. You've carried things no one knows about. People see your smile, but I see your strength. And I also see the moments where you almost gave up. But you didn't. And that's not because of luck. It's because I kept holding you up when everything inside wanted to quit. That's why you're still here. That's why even through the confusion, you kept pressing forward. I've been protecting you more than you know. And now I want to walk with you in clarity, not just survival. Let me say, music, this plainly. You cannot afford to miss this moment. This isn't just a wake-up call. It's a rescue. It's a lifeline. This is the moment that shifts everything. Music, but you must stop hesitating. You must stop going back and forth. You cannot carry your future while clinging to your past. You've prayed for doors to open, but I need your hands free to receive what's coming. You're still holding fragments of things I've already told you to release. Relationships, habits, mindsets. If it's not from me, it's only going to drain you. Comment 777. If you're ready to release every weight and walk into freedom, you've seen my hand, but now I want you to walk in my heart. You've seen me move in moments, but now I want to walk with you daily. I want you to know my voice the way you know your own thoughts. I want you to crave my presence more than the approval of people. I want you to hear me when everything else is loud. That kind of closeness doesn't come from quick visits. It comes from surrender. Real surrender. The kind where you stop asking me to bless your plans and start asking me to rewrite them. I didn't save you for a life of confusion. I saved you for clarity. I didn't raise you to wander in circles. I raised you to walk in purpose. But that purpose is not found in doing more. It's found in knowing me more. You think you need to be busier. I say you need to be still. You think you need more answers. I say you need more presence. If you'll draw near to me, I'll flood your life with direction, but I won't compete with distractions. My voice is clearest in surrender. There are some things I'm going to ask you to walk away from. Not because they're all evil, but because they're not for you. Some things are not bad. They're just burdens. And you've been carrying too many. I need your hands open. I need your heart soft. I need your ears listening, because what I'm about to do in your life requires space, new strength, new wisdom, new connections. But you cannot receive what's next if you're stuck holding what's already expired. You've cried, God, take this pain. I will. But let me also take the lies that caused it. Let me take the fear that told you you'd never be enough. Let me take the pressure to be perfect. Let me take the shame that whispers, you've missed your chance. You are not a mistake. You are not too late. You are exactly where you need to be for me to begin something new. You just need to trust me, not with parts of your life, but with all of it. You don't have to climb your way out of the pit. You don't have to prove yourself to me. You just have to lift your hands and let me pull you up. I don't love the future version of you. I love you now as you are, but I also love you too much to let you stay here. There is more joy, more peace, more stability, more power. And it all begins with surrender. Not when you feel ready, not when things are calmer. Now you may not feel strong, but you are seen. You may not feel brave, but you are chosen. You may not feel whole, but you are loved. I haven't brought you this far to leave you here. And if you'll say yes, truly say yes, I will flood your life with so much evidence of my hand that every doubt, every fear, every chain will break. This is not the end. This is the beginning. But it starts with one word. Yes. I've been waiting on this. Yes. Not just the emotional one, the real one. The kind that turns from compromise. The kind that walks away from comfort. The kind that says, even if I'm afraid, I'll still obey. That's what I'm calling for now. You don't need a full plan, just a willing heart. I will guide each step. I will strengthen every part. But you must move. You must act. You must decide. Today. This is the line in the sand. This is where the version of you that survived ends, and the version of you that thrives begins. But it cannot begin while you keep one foot in what I've told you to leave. You cannot walk forward, looking backward. You cannot hold hands with what's hurting you and expect healing. I am not trying to ruin your comfort. I'm trying to rescue your future. And the longer you hold on to what I've marked for removal, the longer you delay what I've prepared for release. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've been asking why everything feels heavy, why nothing satisfies, why peace seems just out of reach. It's because you're too close to me to be comfortable with sin, and too close to sin to be satisfied in me. That tension, that restlessness, that's the war between who you were and who you're becoming. But I can't make you new unless you're willing to let go of the old. And that means all of it. The habits, the secret patterns, the excuses, the pride, the distractions you call coping. You say you want freedom. I say prove it by letting it go. Comment 3D3 to declare you are ready to be transformed from the inside.